Hi everyone, Jay Sennett. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jay. Here in my jazzy kitchen, as always, hope all of you are doing well. Eating some good food, preparing some delicious, yummy dishes. Today's program, I'm going to make for you a couple of different dishes. I'm going to make this diced up chicken breast. Actually, I cut it in strips and had it kind of marinating in this Szechuan chili barbecue rub. Now, what is in Szechuan chili barbecue rub? Well, obviously you have something that's going to make it barbecue-ish, like some smoke-flavored mesquite, like mesquite powder, smoke-flavored mesquite powder. Obviously, you have some salt. They always put salt in this stuff. Some sugar, some chilies, some Szechuan green peppers, some celery, maybe some onion powder. So, and sugar, there's a dab of sugar in here. So there's a lot of different stuff in this rub, but it's absolutely delicious. There's some mild heat on it. So I diced up a couple of chicken breasts and put the rub on the pieces. So we're going to cook that. And then I'm going to make a pesto for you, the pesto. Traditional pesto, usually with basil, garlic, pine nuts, some cheese, maybe some Parmesan cheese, something like that, and some olive oil. I'm going to do a variation of that. I'm going to make the pesto with basil, puts a little bit of parsley in there. I'm going to make some I'm going to put some smoked almonds in there as well instead of the pine nuts. Some garlic, some lemon juice, some Parmesan Reggiano cheese, and some smoked paprika. So it's a twist, yes, on the traditional pesto. Okay, and I'm going to make a smoked almond pesto spaghetti with a Sicilian chili barbecue chicken breast. Ooh, that's a mouthful there, getting it out. And my mouth is going to be full when I finish cooking this stuff too, because it's going to be delicious. All right, so I have some things heating up over here. I have my pasta cooking. Take this lid off of there. So let's come over here to the stove and we'll get the chicken going, and I'll show you how I make this pasta. Okay. All right. Saucepan, I just have some olive oil. Okay. My fave go-to. I took a couple of chicken breasts, diced them up, like slices like so. Okay. Strips, in other words, kind of like strips. Okay? And in here, I have my spaghetti cooking. Now, while the chicken is cooking and the pasta is boiling, we're going to go here to the blender, food processor, and start creating the smoked almond pesto. Okay? So I have some smoked almonds right here. Maybe a half cup. Cup. I have some fresh basil. I love this. And you can save a little bit, maybe about a cup for that. I have some smoked paprika, a couple of teaspoons in there for that. I'm going to put some garlic cloves in here as well, 3 or 4 garlic cloves, and a little bit of some parsley in there as well. Okay, and let's put some salt in here, but not too much because there's salt on the almonds. All right, and I will put some cheese in here in just a moment. Turn this on, just pump it. Okay, now I'm going to add some olive oil. All right. And I'm going to add some Parmesan Reggiano cheese. Ooh. Chicken is going there. Put some of these pieces over. Okay. Get back to that pesto. down a little bit. Add a little bit more olive oil in here. All right. Do the pulse thing. Oh, it's not going to do that. All right. It's going to do. It's not going to get that cheese going. Try it now. Let's see. Some more olive oil. Yeah. Good, good. Like my stick, it's like the other end of a drumstick. I hold it like that. Pulse. Oh, it's not going to do it. But I think it's just about right, though. I'm good with where it is. Get some of that out from the bottom. Yes, chicken, I know you're cooking. I'm not going to forget you. Okay. So let's go back over here. Get my chicken. Cooking beautifully. Turn some of these pieces over. I want to taste my paste. Good. Okay, chicken's almost done. Right. Get a little bit of my pesto here. Turn it off. Just a little bit. I love pesto. Love it. And actually, for my taste, even with the salt on the almonds, I'm going to add a little bit more of this olive oil and just a pinch more salt. Okay? Now, last but not least, I'm going to add some lemon juice. Okay. Some lemon juice. There's the lid. Where is my lid? Over here. Alright. A lot of things going on here today, folks. A lot of things going on. Okay, that's good. So you want to get this out of here. A bowl. Yep. And right here. Oop. Know how well this is going to get the pesto out of here. Get most of it out. And how much olive oil you put in here, it's entirely your move, however much you feel comfortable with. You know, there's still a lot at the bottom of the processor. So, get most of it. I want to get my chicken out of this pot. I do know that. So, set this back for just a moment. All right, let's get this chicken out of here because it is done. Oh yeah. This, my friends, my Szechuan chili barbecue chicken. So it has that little bit of that smoky heat to it. And again, I just diced up a couple of chicken breasts, right? And season, put both breasts, season the pieces with the rub, and we have a delicious chicken. Actually, I want to taste a little piece of this right here. Got that? Oh man. First time I'm using this rub. Delicious. Yes, it has a little bit of heat to it as well. But it's not an overwhelming, overbearing heat. It doesn't burn the pink off your tongue, right? Okay, so my pasta is just about ready. And I'm going to wash these off here. Da-da-da-da. All right. So check the pasta. 40, yeah, you have to time this out. I always time my pasta. So it's el dente, okay? Not overly mushy, but myself a facial there, all the steam. Yummy. And there's always one or two pieces of pasta that will stay in the pot. I don't use olive oil or oil in my pasta. The reason, because when I'm creating a sauce for my pasta, when you cook pasta in the oil, it leaves the oil on the pasta, so the sauce doesn't absorb in that pasta when you finally put that sauce on the pasta. Okay? So you want that to be able to, the sauce to be able to absorb, the pasta to absorb that flavor. Okay, so I'm going to put some pasta in the bowl. And the pasta I'm making tonight is spaghetti. You can make with linguine, whatever, whatever. Float your boat. And I'm going to get my pesto right here and mix well, okay, my spaghetti with this pesto. And it smells delicious. Okay, I'll put, get this mixed around well. Yeah, well, there's a big section there that didn't get mixed in. I'm going to tell you again what I put in this pesto. Okay, it's taken on that green color of the basil and the parsley. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, now what I want to do is to get my plate. Put some of this pasta on my plate. My mouth is watering. And the next thing I want to do, where is a little knife? All right. There's minimal editing on this show, folks. Minimal. Okay? Some of this paste. This pasta like that. Scrape it. Yes. Okay. If I make a mess, I'm going to add now some of the chicken. Use these. Get the pieces out. Oh, man. This chicken over this. Yummy. Okay. Now, the thing I'm going to do, I'll straighten up my plate here in just a moment. Yeah. A little bit of this basil, not basil, parsley, excuse me. Parsley. Clean up my plate. Do-do-do-do. I do all this stuff right here on camera so you can see. Yes. And one more thing I'm going to do here with this plate. That piece of chicken right there. Up a little bit. going to add, where is it? Yeah. And some black pepper. Oh, okay. All right. Whew. Got a mess up here, so move some of this out of the way. Some of these dishes out of the way. There you go. Yum, yum, yummy. Whew. What we have here again is Szechuan chili BBQ rub, chicken breast. Okay, and I mentioned some of the things and the ingredients in the rub, like smoked mesquite powder, salt, sugar, chili, Szechuan green chili peppers, some celery. Did I say sugar? Yeah. Some molasses in there, some things that you might traditionally see in some barbecue sauces. But it's a rub, okay? And I get some chicken breasts, cut them up in strips here for this. Put the rub on the chicken pieces, let it sit for about half an hour in the refrigerator, of course. Then you bring them out, let them get to room temperature. Then I heat up some olive oil saucepan, cook the pieces for a few minutes, all right? And the pesto, while the chicken is cooking, I use some basil, some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Instead of pine nuts, I use smoked almonds. Put some garlic in there, garlic cloves, some lemon juice, olive oil, pinch of salt because there's some salt on the almonds, some basil I said, and some parsley, some Italian parsley I put in there as well. And then I cook the spaghetti according to the time on the box, which is usually about 11, 12 minutes if you want it al dente, right? And then you mix the pesto with the spaghetti, put it on a plate, put those chicken pieces on top, you can drizzle a little bit more lemon juice, which I will. A little bit more lemon juice on top, can't go wrong with that. Some more citrus up there. Yeah, like that. Just the seasoning, salt and pepper, and you have yourself a pretty darn good meal. That's what's happening on today's edition of Cooking with Jay. I'm Jay Sennett. Thank you for watching. Cooking with Jay airs Sunday evening starting at 6 p.m. If you can't watch it at 6, come back at 8. Watch it. Can't watch it at 8, come back at 10. Can't watch it that night, come back the next day. Just scroll down a little bit. You can catch the program. And thank you for tuning in, watching the show. And many of you know I host jazz programming on WHRO FM 89.5. Send It in Session, Monday through Thursday nights from 9 until 1, Saturday mornings 1 until 5, Sunday afternoons from 1 until 5. And I also host the Very Soulful R&B Chronicles on Friday nights from 7 until 8 on WHRO FM. And you see my little red chef's shirt, my chef jacket with the Cosmopolitan palette on it. That's my food venture. And we donate some dinners for our station's fundraiser. If you're not familiar with the Cosmopolitan palette, go to thecosmopolitanpalette.com. Thecosmopolitanpalette.com for more information on my Jazzy J cooking venture. Okay? Be safe out there, friends. Until the next edition of the program, we'll see you then. Take care.